little insight. So that's all good news, I think. We all feel like we're on the right side of the issue, and guess what? We are. Even in the hopelessly liberal state of New Jersey, people get it. And the numbers are on our side. And as Newt Gingrich said earlier today, we're in this educational moment. And at Americans for Prosperity, we are focusing on that educational process through our cap and trade seminars, our healthcare events, and whatnot. But, the issue is going to eventually come down to what the government does. And we as citizens can speak to our legislators, which we've done, and we're going to continue to do in the months to come. But ultimately, they have to vote. And ultimately, the two teams have to take different sides. There needs to be a Republican Party that's willing to stand up for our issues, or for that matter, a Democrat Party if they were willing to stand up for issues. But you have to have two separate parties. When the two parties merge together, when the lines blur, when the leaders of each side, either side fails to take a stand, the other side wins. And that's the model that's been in New Jersey for a very long time. That's why, despite the numbers Rick has shown you that New Jersey is really fundamentally a conservative state, the taxpayers continue to lose. We have the highest taxes in America, the highest property taxes, the highest income tax, the second highest sales tax, the third highest corporate taxes, and we now have the second highest per capita debt in America. 1996, January 1st, New Jersey's debt was $11.7 billion. As of today, it is $46 billion. In 13 years. $46 billion. It has gone from the seventh highest debt to the second only to our liberal counterpart, the great state of California. And we see where they are.
But New Jersey hasn't given up yet.
We haven't given up. Today I have a couple of treats for you. I'm going to have former State Senator Dick LaRose and political columnist talk about the political environment. But I'm going to talk first about what we're going to do in Americans for Prosperity to produce effective results in the months to come. In addition to our educational process, which is putting activists on the ground for effectively moving this issue, we are winning. We need to win in New Jersey. We've got to remember what's going on in our state. We are a state-based organization. This November 3rd, there's going to be a ballot question on the ballot. It will be, I believe, the 15th ballot question since 1961. In the face of a $46 billion debt, the state is proposing to bond another $400 million for something called open space. Now, one of the great modus operandi of the liberal left is to cloak everything in emotion-based politics and make it mom apple pie in the world next door. Right? Cap and trade is about the environment. Healthcare is about making sure everybody is healthy. Open space is about preserving open space because of sprawl, the evil of sprawl. In 1961, New Jersey passed its first open space bond issue. It was $60 million at the time. A report was issued by the state that the state was developing rapidly. And by the year 2000, there'd be no open space left in New Jersey. They said in that report that it would be necessary to preserve 500,000 acres of open space to guarantee quality of life in the state of New Jersey. Fast forward to the year 2009, the state has bonded billions of dollars for something called open space. It has mutated open space, not just from open space, but to urban renewal projects, environmental programs, environmentalist programs, and every left-wing liberal environmental program you can think of. New Jersey, which now is constituted, whether you look at it, either 4.8 million acres of dry land or 5.6 million acres with water-covered land, that means lakes and ponds, New Jersey state government has preserved 1.4 million acres. That's 25% of the 4.8. That does not include another 1 million acres preserved by the federal government. It's 2.4 million acres. Almost half of New Jersey has been bought by the government. Since the growth of this nation 400 years ago, right, since this settlement began in Jamestown, New Jersey's suburban sprawl has taken a full 32% of the state of New Jersey. Less than one-third of New Jersey has been developed in 400 years in the free market. In 1961, when the state released its report predicting the utter construction of concrete macadam over every square inch of the state of New Jersey, if we didn't act in this crisis, New Jersey had 29% of its open space developed. Since 1961 to today, we've encompassed another 5%. That's the growth. Now, what's happened as New Jersey's government has bought this massive amount of open space? What's happened is you've